So these are the top 5 things what I want to do to my Land Rover, almost like my wish list, you could say. So 5 things. Number 1 is a new remap. So last video you may have seen it or not, but I basically took my remap off the Land Rover. So the stage 2 remap, I reset it back to factory settings. So it's now running at 120-ish horsepower. It does still have the large intercooler, so you can actually still notice something. Maybe it's like an extra 5 or 6 horsepower just to like boost it out the corners or keep the airflow nice and cool to the turbo. So I do actually notice something better than standard just with the intercooler with no remap. But I would like to get a more refined remap done. Maybe something like a 20 horsepower increase or a light remap, but tying it in with the intercooler as well, not making the land heat as quickly as it can possibly go, but just a nice steady remap. And if anyone's got any recommendations, drop them in the comments below. I'd love to know how your Landy runs and are you happy with the remap or not. Number 2 is the gearing of the Land Rover. So 95% of my driving is done above 50 miles per hour. So it's all on country roads, national speed limit roads. So 50 miles per hour. On the dual carriageway, it's between 55 and 60 miles per hour, depending on the flow of traffic. So like I said, 95% of my driving's done on these sort of roads. Very rarely I'll go into a town with a Land Rover. A lot of the towns and cities, especially in Scotland, you actually can't go in them anymore with the low emission zone, the LEZ. So the Land Rover is now banished from these parts. So I'd like to gear it down a little bit. So when I put the 265s on, it did actually gear it down maybe 5 or 6%, which is a noticeable difference, quietening it down. But I would like to go for something like a 1.2 transfer box, the ratio. So again, let me know if you've already done this swap. My concern is that once you actually take the transfer box out, you have to send it off to get a sort of like a money back or any sort of like offsetting against the cost of it. I suppose you could keep it, but the transfer box would cost an absolute fortune then. So I think it's something like £650 to £750, the transfer box itself. If you kept your old transfer box without sending it back, I think there's a surcharge of X amount. I'd have to put it in the comments below because I can't remember off the top of my head, but it was definitely an amount, a noticeable amount. So my concern is that if I did swap it out, would I like it or would I not like it? So again, let me know in the comments below if you've done the 1.2 transfer box swap to your TD5 and how you're getting on with it. Is it too sluggish? Is it better on the motorway? Is it better at cruising? Because what I'm looking for is something 50 to 55 miles per hour. So number 3 on the wish list is I.C.E, and that's not an internal combustion engine. That is in-car entertainment, the old school acronym of it, not the new adopted I.C.E now. But the in-car entertainment on my Land Rover is crap. It's the oldest head unit you can possibly imagine, and it's the 2 speakers at the back which just don't work really well. I would like to put a new head unit in, actually fit it to the cowling because the old head unit also rattles a lot as well because it's sort of balanced in there on the actual aux cables, and put some speakers in the front, take the ones out the back because the dogs really don't appreciate getting music blasted in the back of them, and I also can't hear it, so I may as well put them in the front with 2 speakers sort of underneath the actual dashboard, or maybe 2 speakers in a door, or maybe tweeters in a door and then the actual speakers underneath the dash. Number 4 is a reversing camera. So a lot of cars nowadays have parking sensors, and I may be a snowflake now and I've sort of gotten used to driving a car with parking sensors all the time, and I don't drive the Land Rover that often, but I did have a Mini Cooper S which is almost the same size as it, funny enough. I did actually put the Land Rover 90 and the Mini Cooper S side by side, and you actually notice there's not a lot of difference in between them. So when I'm parallel parking the Land Rover, I have to sometimes get out and see, oh no, I've still got you can get a jumbo jet in that space, so I back up then. So it would be nice to either put a mirror on the back of it or a bit more of a modern take on it with the actual reversing camera and incorporate it into the actual number plate light. I've seen these and they're quite reasonable priced, so I might look into getting this relatively soon, but it is on the wish list at the minute. And then I've also seen them, you can put them, feed the cable through the cab and put the camera onto the actual center mirror. So that would be quite a nice mod to have as well. So again, let me know if anyone's done this to their Land Rover TD5. I'd love to know how you're getting on with it. And last but not least, number 5. So my Land Rover is a little bit tatty in the back. I've actually put some foam sound deadening in it on the panels just to stop the resonance of the panels because they were pinging around quite a lot without it. But I would like to tidy it up. I'd like to sort of put some motorhome carpet on. I've seen a few things on things like eBay or Amazon, but I'm a bit wary on buying it because is it too cheap or is it too um, rubbish material or anything like that? And I'd like it to actually fit properly. I'd like it to tie in with the colour of the front headliner, and I'd like it to go around the actual body of the Land Rover and then follow the contour lines as well. So I'd like to just make it very neat and nice at the back. It just tidies it up and just gives it a nice facelift because at the minute you look in the back of it, and although only the dogs go in it, I do occasionally go in it to get changed if I'm going biking, or I eat my lunch in there if I'm out for the day on the biking and I come back to the landy to have my lunch. So I will go in the back of it quite often and have my lunch or something in there. But 9 times out of 10 the dogs are in there and they use it. So let me know if any of these things are on your wish list too in the comments below. I'd love to know if there's anything else you think should be on the wish list. But this is just a sort of a near future kind of like hit list in a way. The Land Rover is like basically the fourth road bridge. It's never done. Once you do actually do it, you start again. So it's never done completely, but these are the things what I would like to do on the actual hit list itself. So if you like this video, smash the like button. It really does help the video out on the YouTube algorithm, and I'll see you for the next one. Bye now.